I'm Rhina Espaillat. I'm Dominican born, and I've spent almost all of my life writing poetry and teaching. And when I was 4 years old, my grandmother used to write poetry, and she also played the guitar and the piano. And she had a great many friends. They used to play music and recite poetry and tell stories. And I understood that this was something that was going to be part of my life for good.
What books or characters have had the most impact on you growing up?
I would have to start with my birth language, one of the great poets of the Americas, Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz. She was a nun in Mexico during the 17th century. And then her sister in North America, Emily Dickinson. Anything by Thornton Wilder, for instance. I love Our Town. I think that he captures the value of ordinary life and ordinary people.
What do you read now or find yourself drawn to now?
Robert Frost. There's no end to the meaning and the music of Robert Frost. And people like Pablo Neruda, Walt Whitman, who is Pablo Neruda in English. I read Stanley Kunitz. He is a magnificent poet. I read Richard Wilbur, who is, for me, for the ages. And I read the young people who are writing now. I've met them at the Westchester Poetry Conference in Pennsylvania. It's like finding jewels. The Powell River Poets, a group that I helped to found here in this city. I'm very proud of them and very happy to be one of them. So poetry is really my daily food.
How do you come to your material, or how does it come to you?
It comes to me. Sometimes I sense that there's a poem coming. I feel a kind of pulling at me. And I don't usually know what it's about. All I feel is a beat, and then once the beat stops and the words begin to slip into the beat, I say to myself, oh, so that's what I'm thinking.
What other forms of art speak to you?
The visual arts. My husband had this marvelous skill for using the human body that he made out of clay. He loved doing old people in sculptures because he said they've lived through life. I love music as much as poetry. I think of it as the twin of poetry. I like the combination of music and words, of course. That's never left us. We have song. Here's what you need to do since time began. Find something diamond rare or carbon cheap, it's all the same. And love it all you can.